Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the basic things about automobile. We all know that automobile is a self-propelled vehicle. It's used for the transportation of both passenger as well as goods. It is normally run by petrol, diesel, CNG and electricity etc. Now let's see the classification of automobile. We can classify this automobile based on the purpose of its usage, based on its load carrying capacity, based on the type of fuel used, based on the number of wheels in the vehicle, based on the suspension system, based on the driving end of the automobile, based on the location of the engine, based on the transmission system used in the automobile, based on the body system used. First, let's see based on the First, let's see the classification based on the purpose of vehicle. We know that it is used both for the transport of goods and passenger. So if it is used for transport of passenger, we are classifying it under passenger carrier, and the examples are bus, minibus, car, etc. But the goods carriers, which are normally used for transporting goods from one place to another place, examples truck, pickup van, trailer, etc. Next classification is based on the load carrying capacity of the vehicle. We can classify this into light duty, medium duty, and heavy duty vehicle. So the lower end, that is light duty vehicles, are capable of taking light load or light duty only. For example, taxi, scooter, motorcycle, everything are coming under this light duty vehicles. The medium duty vehicles are capable of carrying the medium weight like minibus, school bus, but heavy vehicles like Volvo bus, truck, trailers can be used for transporting very high load. Okay, that's why it is classified as heavy duty vehicles. Then we can classify it based on the fuel used. Normally we are using petrol, diesel, but nowadays electric vehicles and CNG vehicles, solar vehicles and hybrid vehicles are getting popular. So petrol is used in most of the automobile and diesel is also very common, but we can also see the CNG powered vehicles. Okay, and the electric cars also becoming popular nowadays. For example, Tesla, Mahindra battery cars, which are already in the market. Then solar vehicles, which are using the photovoltaic cell, which converts the solar energy into electrical energy, storing that into automobile battery, and then it is used for driving the electric motor which is coupled with the wheels. Then hybrid vehicles are normally using two or more power source. Then based on the number of wheels of the vehicle, we can classify that into two-wheeler, example motorcycle, scooter, and three-wheelers like auto, toto, then four-wheeled vehicles like car, bus, truck, tractor, etc. Then six-wheelers like bus, trucks, etc. Then eight-wheeled buses and trucks are also available in the market, and even more than eight-wheelers are also available in the market. So here we can see a vehicle with multiple wheels, more than six wheels. Here we can see the vehicle which has got huge number of wheels, which is normally used for transporting very heavy sized and large sized components. Then based on the suspension system, we can classify that into independent suspension system and non-independent suspension system. Also air suspension and hydroelectric suspension systems are also available. So independent system is normally used in front axle of the vehicle, So the vehicle can adjust, or the wheel of the vehicle can adjust its position according to the road's condition without affecting the opposite wheel. That is the use of this independent suspension system. But non-independent system will have two wheels on both the axes. So the changes happening, or the ups and downs which are noticed by one end of the wheel, will be immediately transferred to the other end of the wheel. So the comfort wise, the independent suspension system is very good, will give a better comfort to the passengers. Then air suspension system, which has got an airbag which will provide additional comfort to the passengers. Okay, the air is fed into the airbag under a pressure of 5.6 to 7 kilogram per meter square. So which will act as a suspension system and will provide a good comfort to the passengers. Then based on the driving end of the vehicle, we can classify the automobile into right side vehicle, or right side drive and left side drive. Okay, the right side drive is popular in countries like Belgium, Ethiopia, and most of the countries in the world. But left side drive is popular in countries like India, Bangladesh, Australia, etc. From this diagram, we can understand, okay, the greenish region of the globe, which has which has the right hand traffic. But countries like India, Australia, and South Africa, which are having the left hand traffic system. Then based on the engine location, we can classify that into front engine front wheel drive, front engine rear wheel drive, rear engine front wheel drive, rear engine rear wheel drive, front engine all wheel drive, rear engine all wheel drive. So here we can see the front mounted and front wheel drive. Okay, so here the first diagram, the engine is mounted at the front of the vehicle and the power is transmitted to the rear wheel. So the first diagram is an example for front mounted rear wheel drive. The second one, we can see the location of the engine is at the rear end. The engine is kept at the rear end of the vehicle. The vehicles like Volvo buses, it is very common. So the engine is located at the rear end and the power is also transmitted to the rear wheels. So it is a rear mount, rear drive vehicle. Okay, based on the transmission system of the engine or the vehicle, we can classify this into manual transmission, automatic transmission, semi-automatic, and continuously variable transmission system. So manual transmission system is very common nowadays. It will have a clutch and also a gearbox, and we have to manually shift the gear according to the requirement and the speed of the vehicle. In automatic transmission system, there will not be any clutch arrangement, and the vehicle itself will change the gears automatically according to the speed and the torque requirement of the vehicle. Then semi-automatic vehicles is a mix of both manual and automatic transmission system. Then continuously variable system use belt and pulley arrangement instead of gear system. Then based on the body system of the vehicle, we can classify that into two-door sedan, hard top, four-door sedan, station wagon, convertible, van. Okay, here you can see the two-door sedan, okay, which has got only two doors instead of four doors, which are very common in the market. Okay, this is hard top type of vehicle. Then four-door sedan, which are very common everywhere. Okay, it will have four doors. Then station wagon, so it will have a separate part at the end or rear end of the vehicle, which can be used for transporting goods. Okay, so it will have the facility to transport passengers along with the goods. Then convertible type, so this type of vehicle is classified under convertible. Okay, the Top end can be easily removed in this type of vehicle, but it is a costly version of the vehicle. Then hatchback, okay, which are very common, okay, the Swift vehicle and also Hyundai Creta. So these are all some of the vehicles which are classified under hatchback type of vehicle. Thank you.